Hey everybody, it's Randy Hartz here from Tryon Gym, and I was usually type out these blogs, but I can talk a lot faster than I can type, let's just put it that way. So I thought I'd try out some of my new technology here. I've got the webcam hooked up directly to YouTube, so we're going to see how this works. But today I was going to talk to you about commitment and exactly what that means. So any of you that have ever done any type of consult or met with any of the staff at Tryon Gym, you know, some of the questions that we ask you, the first question is always, you know, to tell us a little bit about what your goals are. We've got to know where it is that you're going so we know the direction that we can take you in. You know, is it losing 10 pounds? Is it losing 30 pounds? Is it increase in energy? You just want to get your health back? We've got to know that destination point before we get started. Obviously, if you're going on any journey, we want to know where we're going to end up before we don't want to head east when we're supposed to be heading west. And then the second question we always ask, which is more important really than the first, it's why are these goals important to you? What's so important about losing the 30 pounds? Why are you coming in now? You know, you've been thinking about maybe doing this for the last 2 or 3 years, and now all of a sudden you're walking in the gym or joining a boot camp or doing some one-on-one training, and so why now? And that why is what is definitely going to drive you to reach those goals. And then third, and this is what I want to talk to you about, is on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your commitment level? 10 being sold out, I'm ready to do whatever it takes, you know, I'm ready to roll with this. 1 being, you know, I got zero desire to be here, my spouse is pushing me into this, but I've got no buy-in really. Typically people will say, you know, I'm at that 7 or 8, and you know, it may be because of financial issues. They don't know how much something's going to cost, or it might be because of they don't know what we're going to have them eat. Are we going to starve them to death or have them eating tofu and all that stuff, you know, during the day? So typically I like to get a person up to that 10 range before we even start, because commitment is crucial. Because when it gets difficult, and it will, anything that you're trying to do, any change that you're trying to make in life, whether it be personally, professionally, in your relationships, in your spiritual life, it's going to be difficult. We always use the analogy, it's like paddling upstream. You know, you're paddling along, and you're rowing with all your might, but as soon as you put that paddle down, man, you're heading back the other way. And you know, sometimes you put the paddle down to rest and you look around and all of a sudden you're right back where you started. So this commitment, you've got to have a sold out attitude before you even start. Otherwise, you know what, we're kind of wasting your money, and you're wasting our time, and we don't want to do that. So commitment's a huge factor, and so I just, you know, implore you to ask yourself, how committed are you? How committed are you to reaching your goals? How committed are you to building your relationships? You know, we're already almost done with January of 2011, and most people have already failed on their New Year's resolutions. It's sad, but there's such a small percentage that actually stick with them, and it's because they don't have clear-cut goals, and they don't review those goals on a daily basis. And that's what committed people do. They burn the bridge of every other opportunity, they put the blinders on, and they commit. You know, if it's a new nutrition plan, you commit to that. You're not going to fall off and go do some goofy Atkins program or some, you know, fly-by-night system that doesn't work. You want to do the one that actually does work. So with that, I just ask you, you know, how committed are you? And if you're not committed, reaffirm that before you get started.